All right, guys, welcome to another episode of R&B Reviews. Today we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be doing a tier list for our animes. So basically, the way it's going to work is we have some of our favorite animes down here, and at least 3 out of 5 of us has watched either one of these animes, and we're going to be doing it with, first we have Ali. So he's going to be doing, he has his own channel. You'll see link in the description below. We have Aaron. We have Shaq, and then BD.
Yep.
So we're gonna go through our first anime on the list. So first up, we have Goblin Slayer. So I watched this anime, so I guess I'll say my piece. I think this anime is definitely, it's a C-rated anime. It's not up there. The anime is just like a good anime to watch like on the side, but I don't think it's anything like super special.
I'm gonna say C, because your boy had a hard time getting through the first 5 minutes, but there's definitely some moments. But yeah, it's a C for me still.
I give it a B because the first right in the first episode, it's just you never see that in anime. I think too many animes are PG-13, so you watch that anime, it's an M rated, so I think it's a B just because of that.
Yeah, I agree with Aaron. Like it is tough to get through that first episode, and like I had to rewatch it like a few times to actually get into it, but once you do, like the story is pretty solid, and like I would say it's a B as well.
I haven't watched it, so I don't know, but I just have a quick question. Is it like Berserk? I know that's like not PG-13 at all.
No, it's like that, but not
story wise.
Yeah, not as
sexual,
bad.
More sexual.
The story is like very like.
Goblin Slayer is more like no story, or
Goblin Slayer just feels like they're just doing whatever.
They're doing whatever.
I don't like this. The story isn't that strong in Goblin Slayer.
It reminded me of like a game, like an MMO.
Yeah, it is a game. It's a game anime, but the story is it's why he's fighting goblins and not fighting stronger monsters.
But he just says, "Oh, I just hate goblins."
No, there's a backstory to it, right?
Yeah,
in the later episodes, that why he chose to fight goblins and why goblins are not the weak monsters that everybody think they are in every single universe.
You can tell they're not weak from that first 5 minutes.
Yeah, but no one knows that, right? That's why everybody. That's why in the first 5 minutes, everybody, like in any video games, let's go fight goblins, right? Let's go fight. They're only level 5. They're only level. But if you watch the show, you see how smart they are, how strong they are.
So would you guys say, like, so you guys have watched it, would you guys recommend it? Like, Shaq, would you recommend it?
100%, I would recommend it. Yeah. It's not like, I wouldn't say it would be like on my the top of the priority list to watch, but it's definitely...
You got time, take a look at it.
Good anime to watch.
Aaron, I assume you're similar?
Yeah, you have to have a strong stomach for it. That's the thing. Because there's a lot of scenes where a lot of people be offensive to it and stuff. So you have to have a strong stomach for it, because it's such a fucked up anime.
So recommendation if you have a strong stomach.
It's a lot sexual, but not a good one.
I wouldn't waste a recommendation, but I see where you guys are coming from.
If you can sleep well at night, you'll be okay watching.
You'll be okay. All right.
Next up, we got Attack on Titan. Everyone knows Attack on Titan. Doesn't need any explanation whatsoever.
Came out 2010.
Was it 2010? I was in grade 10 when it came out.
2010, yeah.
I didn't watch it until
episode 2010, yeah.
But I put it on the S tier list. What are you guys putting on?
Okay, so the thing is, like, it's definitely an S tier. It's not. I don't think there's a question.
Yeah.
But there's definitely, I'd say higher, but it gives you everything that you could ask for.
Aaron, Chuck?
Oh, S tier.
I don't know. I like, if there was a ranking of like S tier from like 1 to 10, it would be on like the lower end of like the S tier.
Closer to the
there are animes that I would consider S tier, and like I don't think that it quite lives up to that. And then if you add it into that bracket, then it takes away from the other animes that I would consider S tier at least. So I would say it's like an A, like between S and A.
Yeah,
I agree with Shaq. Like, I definitely think it's like more of an A tier, like high end A tier. I can definitely see where Ali's coming from, like where it gives you everything. It does. Like, there's not like much I can say that it doesn't give you, but just like what I was saying, it was over explanation in the season 4 part 1, which was good. Like, I like explanation, I like detail and depth, but I don't know, there's something about it. I don't know if it's like emotionally connecting as something else. Like, it's cool to see like this guy got smoked, that guy got smoked, but I don't know if I've actually like cried or like have like teary eyes over something, you know?
Yeah, I think like the emotional moments isn't like it's not really there, and then it gets worse. But I feel like there's one reason why I gotta put it in S tier. It's Captain Levi. Like it's not even a question.
It's Levi.
Like,
Captain Levi.
bro, any
Levi is an S tier character,
Yeah.
but I don't know if he can carry the whole show.
No, I feel that too, because when an anime has a strong character in it, it can literally carry a show right to the top.
I feel like I thought it was gonna be an easy S tier. I'll be honest with you.
So if it's 3 S's versus 2 A's, so we'll say like it's S
Just put it
tier.
between. Just put it between.
yeah, not
Just put it like slightly, like a little part of it's
Yeah.
touching that line there.
it's a lower S tier.
Yeah, it's like an S minus.
I'm assuming it's a unanimous.
It's like an S
We'll
minus.
see. I want to see what other animes you guys put.
Because
It is a unanimous like recommendation though.
compared to other
100%.
animes.
Yeah, I
right
would
now?
definitely recommend it. It's long enough where like you get a good amount of time out of it, right?
Yeah.
Like the time value is there, and like Ali said, it's like it gives you a little bit of everything. Like it may be lacking in like the emotional connection or whatever, but like it's I don't know, like it's an overall like very well done anime.
Let me swap the recommendation because that's a unanimous from all of us. If we all put it in S tier, does it have the NEF? The NEF is the next episode factor, and I'm assuming it does.
I think spoilers from like the moment Aaron's mom, like
That's like first episode.
yeah, that like, I think
hooked
once
me.
like once
that.
yeah once
Somebody
that
didn't-
I had to
somebody
wait till
didn't get
episode
hooked.
3 until I was like, okay, this I couldn't watch like episodes 1 and 2 were mad boring. Episodes 3 is when I was like, okay, like I can watch.
Well, what really got me hooked on that show was the basement. I wanted to know what
was in the basement.
I wanted to know what was in the
Facts.
basement, so I had to keep watching. Right?
And how was that? Was that like a little bit of a...
when they showed the basement, it was like
Don't ruin it, but
yeah, it was. I was like, whoa, okay, like it's bigger than
We've
what I
all
thought
watched it
was.
though.
I think what I liked about it was the fact that it was I thought it was very different from a lot of animes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's like a protagonist and antagonist and that kind of stuff, but like it was was a
Mystery.
completely different like type of anime than most of the other animes that I had watched. So it did have like that NEF. For me, for sure.
Yeah.
all right. So now we're gonna be looking at this one. I feel like this one should be easy to tell, but I know people are gonna be like, whatever, right? We're gonna be talking about Demon Slayer. So I think Demon Slayer, like, so on this episode we're gonna be separating the movie from the anime. So because we're doing that, I think it's an A tier anime. But I think after season 2, it'll be an S tier anime.
Yeah, I would agree. Like I think it definitely has the potential to be an S
S tier
tier,
anime.
but because it's only one season and a movie,
It's not long
I
enough.
don't think it's hard. I think it's hard to put it into the S tier right now.
True.
I
Ellie?
mean the way I've been seeing it trend, like I don't think people, there's certain animes that are hyped because they're bad. There's certain animes that are hyped because they're good, right? Like this is one of those that if everyone's telling you it's good, it's probably
It's
good.
fine.
it deserves to be
Yeah,
good.
it's probably good. So that's probably
So you
it.
got S.
I'm gonna give it an A because
A?
yeah, because
Okay.
I don't know yet.
Hey, I give it an A.
So we got 3 A's.
I'll give it. It's a higher A.
It's definitely a higher.
honestly.
It's so hard not to put it in the S.
It's hard, yeah.
You got to be a certain length to be in S rank.
That is true too. I feel like there has to be a certain, like you have to be good for a certain amount of time
Yeah.
before you can be an S. Like I don't think having one good season is
It's not
S
enough.
tier,
because
yeah.
there's lots of shows that like are good to catch your attention and then they fall off, right? So
Facts.
You gotta, yeah. I actually like where it's going so far. The first season. Hopefully, the second. That's the thing about like I wanted to give it an S right now, but then fuck, if the second season, if the second season comes out and doesn't live up,
Well, you can only go by the info you know,
Yeah.
right? So
I'll give it an A plus. I'll give it an A.
A plus.
It's right there. It's like right there.
it
It's like
doesn't
right
really
there.
matter like what I'm saying now because we've already all got A's.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give it an A.
100%. It should be.
Everybody-
do you want to give it something else?
No, it's gonna be. I was gonna say A plus anyways.
Oh.
Yeah.
Everybody's rating it. Everybody's gonna recommend it for sure. And
on
did
the
it
fence of that
did it
one.
have the NEF for you guys? This one?
Definitely.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Quick question.
Well, it depends like what part. Like sometimes it was like slow, but I watched it weekly. But like yeah, like I kind of wanted to see like what happened in the next episode and the next episode, except when he was in like the jungle.
I watched it like all at once. I found that it was like a little dry at the beginning. Like it was in like an interesting concept, like the demon or whatever. But like I thought, like
You weren't rushing.
at the beginning. It wasn't like it didn't like initially give me like that wow factor. But I decided to watch it because I liked the animation style and it was good.
And later on, did it have that for you?
It did, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Shaq. That was pretty similar experience.
And then
'cause I've
Muzan
been
came
watched
through.
it.
Yeah.
And then Muzan came
Muzan came through.
and fucked
You-
shit up.
You had a question?
Yeah, I had a question. So are we gonna bring up spoilers, or are we trying to keep it spoiler
We'll bring up
free?
spoilers for all the ones that we've all like collectively
Okay.
watched.
Okay.
But if something comes up, I'll let you know if I haven't watched it, or if somebody else has something, like they'll be like, hey, just let's pause
Okay.
on exactly saying it. But yeah, I think we all watched that one though.
Yeah,
Yeah. Let's see. I want to also say that. No, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something, but I actually forgot what I was gonna say. All right. Next up, we have Death Note. I think this one's gonna be like.
Are we talking the whole series? Are we talking the first half? We talking the second half? Like that's
The whole
I think the whole series, yeah.
that's
I think
you could go first because I haven't decided.
you're not gonna like this. It's A.
It's an A?
It's A. The first half alone is like one of the most like S ranked shit I've ever seen. But that second half, when it's just like mellow and near, bro, get that shit out of here, bro. I don't need it.
yeah,
I don't
okay.
need it.
That's interesting. What about you, Aaron? What are you saying?
It has to be a C. For me, Death Note is a good anime, but it's not like for me to rank it B, A, S, A, or B. It has been an anime where I'll be like, you know what? There's a scene that I remember in Death Note. Like Death Note is good, but to me, it's not as great as all these other animes.
Potato chips?
I don't see the hype in Death Note like everybody else sees it. That's just me. Like I watched it on Netflix. I just don't see the hype of it.
I feel like Death Note is like a staple. Like
Yeah.
when people talk anime, like Death Note is one of the ones they bring up. Because,
Yeah.
Yo.
But I do agree. Like the first half was really, really, really good. Like you constantly gave you that NEF. Like you every episode you want.
Yeah, you 100%.
Every single episode is like, oh
But
my
then
God.
beyond like you said, like a certain point, it was just like, yeah, nah, this
Spoilers. Once L got capped,
Yeah,
turn that shit off.
that
man.
was pretty much it. Yeah, that's where it turned.
Bro, I'm kind of shocked still. I was gonna put an S tier. Like Shaq said, it's a staple, and I get like it like second half being versus first half, but overall like I enjoyed it completely. Like I wanted to watch it. I always recommend it to people, especially if they're new to anime, because it's like really easy to get into. It's not too long, not too crazy, and there's not like crazy powers going on where they're like, what is this? What is that? It's like easy to understand, and then they go back and forth with each other. And there is a lot of scenes that I do remember like iconically in my mind. So I'm saying S.
and it's different too because it's not like just fighting.
Yeah, it's
right?
like more of like mind games.
Yeah.
I want to say S because I feel like it's one of the few animes that had me like on the edge. Like I'm like, yo, what's gonna happen? Like anything could happen. It was like one of the first animes where it felt like anything could happen, and then it was him versus L. So I don't know. I feel like I'll put it as an S tier anime. But
So since we got two S's,
and a
two
C.
A's and a C,
Oh, but
This- I
I
assume-
between S and A.
I think it brings it down to like an A minus.
A minus.
Yeah,
Like I'm
yeah, I
cool. I'm cool going S on that, but I just gotta make sure it's known that second half versus that first half, it's not close.
So we're saying that if we put Death Note in S, it's right up there with Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I think
It's
so.
right. It's right on par with.
Honestly, if you
with
eliminated
AOT.
that, like after like
I'd say so.
If we all agree, if we all agree that because there's four of you guys, if you guys all agree,
Yeah.
then you got to move it to S, right? If you think it's right up there with Attack on, because
No, I think because
there's no way.
I'm doing it at like averages. Like
No, don't do it averages. Just
Do it like whatever.
do it how
Yeah.
like if it's an S, then it's an S, right?
Okay.
So most
My vote is because that's just my opinion, right?
Yeah.
But if you guys think strongly that it's an S, then
It was between S and A.
yeah. So
Okay.
just put it.
All right, we'll go
So
with
that
that.
should be fair.
But would you recommend it at least? Like I know the rest of us would recommend it.
I'll recommend it if you because it is on Netflix. Everybody has Netflix, right?
Yeah.
It's one of the big animes on Netflix.
True.
That One Piece, all that stuff.
And it's easy to get into
so
starting
like-
out.
It's pretty short, so it's not.
It's the anime for people that don't like typical anime.
Yeah.
Is what I'd say.
I feel, yeah. To be honest, I would recommend it.
Just don't watch the Netflix.
I would recommend it to certain
movie.
100%.
Just don't watch that Netflix movie of it. That was horrible.
Yeah, that was terrible.
yeah,
live action.
That probably that would bring it right down to a D for me.
What movie?
It's live action.
What movie?
How could they mess that up? Because there's no like magic and stuff like that.
You know,
it's the actors.
White people Hollywood.
Yeah, they
the
always do
actors
that
and it's how they.
So what we got next? What are we going with?
Next up we got Code Geass.
All right.
I never watched
I like this one.
I can't even.
I feel like the first half. I really like the first half, but like the second half, I remember not like it being not as interesting, but the first half being like amazing. But I would rank this as a B tier anime.
All right.
If we're saying Death Note is S or A rank, Code Geass is B. I'm sorry. It's one
B?
tier.
Okay.
It's one tier below. But yeah, man, like the first half is crazy because the way Lelouch just runs shit, like it's dope. And then at the end of the first season, with everything that happens, and then the restart, I'm not here for it. And then like I don't know if you heard about like the season 3, like the movie they did, but if you saw that too, then it's confusing. It
is confusing, and I hear they're doing like a 10-part movie series where it's like every 2 years.
Those movies.
Yeah, it's like the series concluded really like at the end of the second season, but they're like, let's try to throw in some more. Yeah, so
a lot of animes do that stuff, and it's kind of annoying. Like end it where it should be ended.
Exactly. Yeah. So,
Aaron, you haven't watched this?
Never.
And Shaq, you watch you watched part of it, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched the full thing. Based on what you guys are saying, like I don't know if it's worth it, but I know you really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
But based on what I saw, like I would say like it's a low B, high C.
All right, I'm different. I liked it. Like so, I got it recommended from a friend, and I watched it. It reminded me really of Death Note and like a combination of Death Note and Gundam Seed.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it an A.
That's that good shit. That Gundam Seed.
Gundam Seed was really good. Oh, you watched Gundam Seed?
Yeah. So like when they're fighting with what were the name of the robots? The Max.
The Max. I don't remember the name.
Okay, but like the Max man and the different models they came through.
Mobile Suit Gundam. That's pretty much what they called them.
Okay. Yeah.
They each have like their own significant name.
Yeah.
But are you talking about the mechs names in Gundam or in
Code Geass?
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
They're, I don't know.
I can't remember these names, but I'm giving it an A pretty much because it was like a good story out the gate, and then it was like mind game. It was smart like Death Note. They had like the war going on, so it reminded me of Gundam Seed. And then it did get weird, like storyline wise, like the overall plot of it got a little strange. But the connections that like the characters had with each other was like really interesting to me. I enjoyed it from like Gundam Seed because like this guy liked this girl, but that girl didn't like him. She liked this person, and then they had this weird like a love triangle or something along those lines. It was just the relationship between the characters was very interesting to me. So I had it as A. It was the NEF factor for me. I really enjoyed it. I'd recommend it for sure.
Not the NEF for me.
I didn't even start it, so.
I think I would recommend it, but it has to be like an anime head. Like I have to recommend it to like a super anime head.
Yeah, like you have to watch like Death Note and then Gundam Seed, then I can recommend it.
Yeah, it can't be your first anime.
I would definitely recommend it though, but yeah, you gotta be into anime to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have a big one. I haven't watched this, so I won't. I've watched 3 episodes, but Dragon Ball Super.
Oh,
I haven't watched this either, and please no spoilers.
Super's an S. Just
skip me. I'll go last.
Zach, what do you think?
I don't know if I would put it. It's definitely it gives you like that nostalgic feeling, right?
Yeah.
Because you grew up watching like Dragon Ball and like
Facts.
Dragon Ball Z and it's just like let's go, like let's see Goku like and Vegeta get super strong and stuff. So like it is a good anime. Like I like like the arcs and stuff like that, but it's like your regular run of the mill like Dragon Ball Z arcs, right? Like an enemy appears, they fight. They almost die. Get stronger to like beat him, and then another arc comes. Right, like it's the same stuff, but it's cool. Like I don't know, it's just always cool.
It's nostalgic, so you want to watch.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely like a high A. Like
high A, we got an S.
High A, yeah.
That's it. It's hard because I want to talk about arcs, right?
Oh my bad.
My shirt, I want to talk. There's this one arc where, like the shirt I have on right now, where it's like I just say this one: Goku doesn't win every fight. In that, there's one.
That is true.
There's one thing Goku doesn't win every like you see Goku as he's not that crazy. That can be there's someone. Let's just say there's someone stronger than Goku.
All right.
That's just it.
Ali, what are you saying?
But when you say S tier,
like for me, I'll tell you right now. There's 2 arcs in Super that it's better for me. It's better than the Buu Saga and the Cell Saga for me.
Better than Demon Slayer?
Better, yeah. Yeah, for me, because the fact that Demon Slayer started off slow, right?
Yeah.
Because of the movie, right? Because I watched the Demon Slayer movie, I'll give it an F because the movie was awesome, was amazing.
Yeah.
Right? Because the movie, I think the movie was better than the series itself, right?
Yeah.
That will push me to S. But Super, those 2 arcs, near the end of Super, like that, those 2 arcs were just crazy. Like that was good. Like,
what did you end up giving a Demon Slayer this season?
He gave it a C. No.
I gave Demon Slayer A,
and this
like,
is
like
S?
bottom S, but it will be S because of the movie.
Yeah,
that makes sense for him. Yeah. Ali, what are you saying?
But okay, quick question though. So if Dragon Ball Super is an S, where do you rank Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z?
We got that.
Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z.
We got that coming
Dragon Ball Z, because if Dragon Ball Z didn't if Dragon Ball Z was just there, I would give it an A plus. Because Super, like for me, I don't know why there's those 2 arcs in Super, like
just hit different.
Like just pushed it. Like those 2 arcs were just like I just enjoyed those 2 arcs.
But Namek though.
That was cool because
Yeah.
but
but
that's
you
where he gets his first form. But I don't know.
I want to talk. Like I'll tell you because I can't really spoil it. But I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Like if I could tell you why, I would tell you
I
why.
get that.
Why it impacted me so much, but I can't. So, but
the one thing also that adds to Dragon Ball Super is the fact that it's newer animation.
Yeah.
Right, like the fact that the technology has changed so much since Dragon Ball Z. Like the animation style is just so much cleaner. Yeah. They're able to do the fights so
it's
much.
It's like 25-year difference, right?
Yeah, so you're able to like you really can appreciate it, right? So like.
And Ali, what did you rate it yet?
No, I didn't rate it yet. I gotta. So right Dragon Ball Super has its moments, but I feel like for every good moment it has like 2-3 moments that makes me shake my head, right? So I gotta put it at a B.
At a B?
I
B.
I can understand that. So there is a moment, but yeah.
Man,
I can understand
the way they treated Gohan. The way they treated my boy Gohan. God.
But I like the way they treated Gohan to push other characters. Like there's a couple characters but you gotta. I wish I could say it. They did do him justice though. They did do him justice though.
We'll keep the spoilers to a minimum.
I'll tell you right now. In the last season of Super, everybody got their moment. I'll give you that. Everybody got their moment in their last, and that is right there. You see the combination of the whole series come to this one moment of it's fair. It's just I don't those two last arc in Super just wow, just I just liked it so
we got SAB for this, so
I just
A seems like it's a good spot.
Yeah, I just put A. Fuck.
And everybody has the NEF for this and the recommendations?
Depending on the arc, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Depending on the arc, yeah. There's like he's saying there's 2 good arcs that he's wearing the shirt for one of them that it keeps you tuned in, yeah.
Top left, that arc slaps.
I think I honestly think I started Super late, and I think it took me I think it had 100 episodes, and I think I finished the 100 episode in 2 days.
Just the first episode of that one arc we're talking about. Yeah. God,
crazy.
It's
crazy.
It's a really good show. It's really like I said, nostalgic, and it's just
just know
you just want to watch it.
Just know Goku doesn't beat everybody by himself. That's it.
Say less. So now that brings us to this one that we've all watched, Dragon Ball Z. Where would you? I know, I it's gonna be crazy, but I'm gonna rate this Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say it.
as a C.
Oh,
Okay, so it's been nice talking with you guys. You have a good day.
Listen.
That's an interesting take.
Dragon
Why,
Ball
though?
Z, the reason why Dragon Ball Z isn't like the elite animated, when we were kids, yeah, it felt elite. But like when you watch it as an adult, like it's so mind numbing to watch these guys. Like every episode is like one part of a fight. Like it's 4 episodes to finish one fight. Not even an arc. And then like like by the time you get to like the 8th episode, they've moved like just like one step forward to like whatever their goal is. Or like they'll be chasing Dragon Balls for like ever, and then like they'll wish the person that died back again.
Remember when he was doing that spirit bomb?
Oh,
that's the meme, right? The meme that everybody goes on.
Yo, but Rit, don't forget that's not Dragon Ball Z. That's Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball.
And I know you like Dragon Ball.
I did like Dragon Ball.
Oh, so we're doing both of them.
Yeah, combined. They're like.
I'll give it a low B.
A low B.
A low B.
And
Okay.
it's also too like when you compare it to animes now.
That's another thing, because back then like there wasn't any other animes.
As a kid, you were like, "Oh, this is so sick!"
Yeah,
like,
because it's the first thing.
Now, obviously, as you've evolved, you're like.
My thing is though, if we're looking at animes from like the 90s, like around that time, right? Like we're looking at like Yu Yu Hakusho and some other shows like that.
There you go.
Dragon Ball wasn't the only one that used to drag out fights. Like all of them used to do it too, right?
okay.
But
I could watch Yu Yu Hakusho though.
same.
It was just they were way more personable.
It's just I feel like there's so many like nostalgic moments that like so many series that we have in A and S pull from, and so many characters that they like influence that you have to put it at like an A minimum.
Dragon Ball is definitely the most
A minimum?
Like,
I want to put a disclaimer though. As a kid, I had like a bedtime, so like my dad like I think Dragon Ball started at like 9 or 9:30 or something like that. So like when it was time for Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, I never really got to watch it like consistently, because then it'd be like, oh, you have to go to bed, and then like, or my dad would watch the news, and then I would miss like. I'd watch like one episode on Monday and then an episode on Thursday if I was lucky. So I don't know. Maybe that's my disclaimer.
Ali, you said A. You said low B.
Yeah.
Aaron, what we got from you?
I gotta look at that. Because if I'm gonna rank it, where
You don't have to compare it. Just in your mind.
because like I have to. Is it because you're doing it right now? So is it as good as?
Now
I'll give it a high B. I'll give it a high B.
Now that's an average of everybody's statements, though.
No, but that's for me too, because I agree.
B, okay.
A high B, yeah, because I gotta put it next. Cause I don't think Z's better than. I think Super is better than
C.
Those two.
You ranked.
I think
Super and S.
yeah. So I think Super. Yeah, so I didn't enjoy Dragon Ball, but I really enjoyed Dragon Ball Z. The Boo and Cell Saga were two good sagas. So.
And how about you, Shaq? What are you thinking?
I would probably say like
It's the greatest anime of my life.
no. I do think that it's like very dry, like it is very dry and like drawn out and whatever. But I think because it has that nostalgia factor, it automatically gets bumped up like a few tiers. So like, I would definitely say it's like between A and B.
Between A and B,
or like a low A.
I'm gonna need you to solidly clarify because we got several. What are you thinking? B or A?
Do B plus. do B.
Yeah, I guess I would do like a high B, because also like I'm comparing it to like if it was the only anime I watched, sure it would be a great anime. But I've watched tons of other animes, and like when you compare it to like what you should actually get from an anime, it's not that great.
Yeah,
so like I would
it's
say
pretty tough watching.
Okay,
for sure.
I really enjoyed it. I loved it. I wasn't able to like pick it up from like as a kid right away, and then when I did, I rewatched it like 4 times in a row, like just continuous from start to finish, like Dragon Ball including that. Like I loved it. It was really nostalgic. I to be honest, I like the fight scenes where it's a little bit longer. I don't like waiting that much, but I enjoyed it fully. I'm giving it a solid A. I'm going with Ali. I think it did have the NEF for me because I wanted to know what happens next. There are dry situations for sure. I'm definitely recommending it. So I think it goes to.
That's also a staple.
Yeah.
I don't even think you have to recommend it. I feel like most people just like they
Already know
what
it,
is.
yeah.
Like,
Also, I think
one
a part-
anime they bring up is always
like
a part
Dragon
of
Ball.
people like saying Dragon Ball is such a good show is because it's something that everybody saw or
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
knows about,
everyone
right?
knows Goku's face.
Everybody
I think
knows
there should
Goku.
be a disclaimer when BD says like, "Oh, I rewatched it 4 times." Like, because someone might think like, "Oh, like this must be super sick." If, like, but BD rewatches bare anime. Like he's rewatched Naruto, he's rewatched Harry Potter a bunch of times. So like, I just
Bro, if it's good, I'm gonna rewatch it. I enjoyed watching those moments, those feelings you get from like him turning Super Saiyan when
the
Krillin
first
gets
time.
smoked. You're like,
Oh my
whoa.
God.
I think I teared up when I was an adult.
Yeah, I wasn't
Dragon
tearing
Ball.
up. That's some soft shit, but
No, it's not sauce, it's just- I really enjoy these animes. Alright, the next one, everyone's probably watched this. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
So that's tough because a lot of people consider
That's not
that
an
like
anime.
yeah.
That's not
S
an anime.
tier.
So we're just gonna pretend it is for this video, just
That's
because we
not
want to
an-
rank it.
that's-
It's
I didn't know if it
S-tier.
was an anime
I
or
can't-
not.
I
Like, does
can't-
it not
I
have a
can't rank
manga?
it, like,
I don't
Does it not have a manga?
if it's an
No.
anime, it's
They
a
created a
C.
comic
It's
after.
a C.
Oh, okay.
It's a C. If
it's-
if you rank it anime wise, it's a C.
Okay, what if you did it? What if
But
you
why?
rank it as?
But why?
Yeah.
I just don't think it's up there with Demon Slayer.
Because
and
you
all
got
that.
you got more from anime, right, Aaron?
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
Because look, I can't compare that to like Demon Slayer. The stories are 10 times better than
This
than
has
Avatar.
iconic moments. Like
It does have
that's why they call
iconic.
it Boston
It does have
Sing, not
iconic
Hastings
moments.
Sing.
I know
but
Shaq is angry right
remember
now.
that?
I,
what?
You're angry right now. I know.
but it's
No, I'm
not.
not angry.
I don't know. I think it's a C. If
You're wrong.
See?
Everyone has an opinion.
I,
It's a C.
I clearly think it's an S. It's a clear
Yo,
S tier.
It's an S.
It's not even a question.
S.
Of whether
Who
or
said
not
S?
it's
Who
an
said S?
I think
It's
it's
an
an
S.
It's an S.
It's an S. It's not
If,
even
if
a
we're
question.
ranking it because it
You said
hits
S too?
Yeah, if we're ranking it, it hits every point. It gives you a decent amount of time.
It gives you everything.
It's a good long like story.
Every
The
character
story
is likable.
solid. Every character is likable. It gives you those emotional feelings. It gives you those like iconic fight scenes and like
Azula's a bad bitch.
I think I if
When we
anything
were
like
younger,
if I had to
it's
reel
just-
in my ranking, I would say then it's a
I don't know.
IA,
Maybe
but-
because I just didn't focus on some of the episodes. when
I
watched
could
it.
watch this more easier than I can watch Dragon Ball Z.
Because
100%.
because it's letting you watch it easier.
And I've
Like,
also watched it multiple times. Like that, it really has like that rewatch
See
value.
that's for you. I only watched it once.
Very high NEF factor.
I didn't. I'll
100%.
tell you. I didn't watch the last fight. Like I had it
That's
on,
it, that's-
but I didn't directly watch it.
How
Like,
do you not
I was
watch
on my phone half the time.
The whole
I didn't know.
iconic.
The
It's-
whole point of the series is to get
Yeah,
to
like
that point, though.
I watched it, but I wasn't tuned into it. Like it's all right. To me, it's all right.
They were boxing,
all right,
bro.
all right. I when you guys say that it gives you everything, I'm trying to go in my mind and just like scan it all. I don't know if it gives you everything.
Yeah.
It wasn't. The fights weren't epic.
It kept me
They were
back.
cool. They weren't epic. That last fight, it was the pinnacle of like the fighting.
Yeah.
When he goes, but
Before its time, it was.
We're talking a kid's show though. Like,
it wasn't like sick.
Okay.
Before its
The
time.
thing is,
It's
like,
definitely
with
not like a
Dragon Ball-
Dragon Ball Z level fights and stuff, but I don't think the idea of the Avatar: The Last Airbender was like the fighting.
And
Yeah.
there's no like I don't remember like getting emotional. Like there's sad moments, but I don't remember getting emotional specifically.
when Zuko talks. no,
I'll
what's
give you
his
this.
name?
I'll give you
There's
this.
cool
I'll give you
characters
this.
for sure.
He talks to
The-
his,
the moment
grandpa and
when-
stuff like that.
When Aang lost Appa, that was a good moment, and I was like, oh shit, this guy. Because out of every anime, I like parts like, oh, when you lose something,
something,
that
yeah.
you had from the beginning, right?
bro, when he got shot in the back and then
That's
Boss didn't
crazy.
say,
Yeah.
Oh, and lost
you're
his-
just
yeah.
like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it an A.
Okay, I can.
We have 3 votes.
Well, that's fair.
Also,
Like,
just
I
know
don't know
like
if
a
it's-
lot of people consider it just a cartoon. Like it's
Yeah,
not,
facts.
Yeah.
like
If we're comparing it to other anime, I agree with both of you.
Highly recommended.
I'm just looking at it without comparing it to anything.
I just
Okay.
I enjoyed it. I did rewatch it a few times, so I'm going A.
But I'll give it that. I enjoyed it more than actually no. I don't know. It's right there with Death Note.
Because
S.
I feel like
you're telling me you didn't enjoy it more than a C.
All right, give it a B then. I'll give it a B. You know, that's fair. Right?
Aaron's out here haggling.
I'll say it's a high A. It's a very high
but
A.
I don't think.
I would say it's an. For me personally, it's an S. Like if someone asks me my recommendation,
yeah. So say that. Just say your personal.
That just makes your criteria of S too easy.
It's conventionally not considered an anime. I will give it an A.
Okay. So,
all right, fine.
So where are we putting this? Because you got two.
We got 4 A's.
We're putting it in A, I guess, for now.
He said S.
Like I'm saying S.
Oh, you both said S.
Two S's.
I said A. He said A.
A plus-ish, I guess. A plus-ish. Don't touch the line. It doesn't.
I thought that'd be an automatic A. So I'm interested to see where Korra falls. If we're
all right, hopefully we got that next.
Korra was a C too.
This is one that
Korra was a damn. I'm throwing Korra right in a C too. Korra was one of the worst 2 seasons I have ever watched in my life. I was like, why did they even make it? Like,
so this one, not everyone's watched, and I don't think everyone will watch and be able to enjoy this one. This one's Cowboy Bebop.
I've never watched this one.
The way I just put that in F. Put that in F. Just the name alone.
You watched it?
No, just the name alone.
Have you watched it? I think Cowboy Bebop is
everybody says it's goated though.
It's between B and A.
I'm putting it.
But it's a low A. I think it's an A.
It's a low A for me, but it's a classic.
Low A.
Spike.
What do you say, Red?
I think it's an A.
A.
Where's that? Oh, that's that first F for me. That's that first F.
Oh my!
Get that shit out of here,
okay, the reason why Cowboy Bebop. This is why I think Cowboy Bebop is great. It's one of those like you just kick back. You know those TV shows you watched as a kid and like every episode was just unique. You watch like you wake up as a kid. Like Power Rangers, but it's better than Power Rangers. But Power Rangers, you wake up, you watch an episode, you don't need to know anything about the previous episodes. Like you just know that hey, like this is the episode I'm watching from 9 to 9:30, or Kim Possible, right? Yeah. Like Kim Possible. So that's what Cowboy Bebop gives you. It gives you that like energy of watching a show where you have a good story between like the 25 minutes you watch, and sometimes it gets emotional. Like I'm sorry,
buddy. So anything emotional, it's automatic A for you. No, it's a little bit of tears.
Going forward, if we're talking, just talk to the mic because we're just it's a little nighttime out here, so we're just gonna keep it down a little bit. Less. But all right, you got it at what exactly?
I got at A.
I got it at an A, but it's a low A. Because Spike, honestly, Spike is.
Can you go lower to like closer to an F?
No, I can't.
It's not an F.
Okay, bro, it was like everybody says it's a classic, and I tried to watch it, and I had to Ali, I turned my laptop off for months.
Damn.
It only has 25 episodes. I turned it off. I was like, what am I watching? And then for like 6 months, I couldn't pick it up.
It's crazy because Naruto is like a way slower pace.
Hold this thought until we get there.
I don't think
Cowboy
so.
Bebop.
Hold that thought until we get to that.
But
Shippuden.
They try to do different things.
Yeah, they do different things.
They do different things. Like
and so I'll give it an F plus.
I know what the next
an F plus.
What Ridwan told me was the style was different. Like it wasn't meant to give you like a full storyline. There was only like 6 episodes or 5 episodes which had story and it was like flashbacks.
And then it connects.
Bro, one, you know what the one that made me turn it off? The episode, like I don't even know if you guys care if I ruin this.
I'm never gonna watch it.
Spoilers, guys.
I hope you don't care if we ruin Naruto.
No, I really care. It was the episode where he leaves a sandwich in the fridge. And it mutates. He left it for a year. It mutates into like some little alien thing, and then it bites everybody on the ship, and puts them in a coma, and they're like hallucinating and stuff. That was the whole episode. And at the end of the episode, you know what he did? He took the fridge, kicked it out of the ship, and it's in space. And he said, "I shouldn't leave food in the fridge anymore." I was like, "Yo, what am I watching? What did I just spend 20 minutes of my time?"
Naruto had an episode where they were chasing something.
I don't know why you're defending this.
And then the guy farted. The episode ended with him farting, and then the whole mission was a scrap. So I watched, and it was it was 3 episodes.
Yeah, that
was a filler. That 25 episodes. That's your whole story.
Yeah, that's a filler, bud.
3 episodes, and it was in that episode of the.
But you're also nitpicking one episode out of like 700 episodes.
Well, I'm doing 1 for 25.
Of course, there's bound to be like...
So 1 out of 20... Okay,
first season of Naruto...
Yeah, 1 out of 25 is...
First season of Naruto is what, 200 episodes, right?
Huh?
It's Naruto's 200?
Naruto's 220.
200?
220, yeah.
And I know Shippuden was 500.
Yeah.
I feel like... it is an acquired taste. Like
It is
it's a
100%.
classic, but it is an acquired
Also, it's
taste.
just for me. Like somebody else out there. Somebody.
The art is good too because it gives you that like 90s aesthetic that a lot of people
If that's a
aren't
big
connected
you're
to.
right.
Demon, if that's a big Demon Slayer.
So yeah, so like some people might
Demon
like
Slayer
it. It's
needs
just
to move on.
my taste. It was an
What
F
is going
plus.
on
Like
here, bud?
I did not enjoy
You have to
it.
consider like you're comparing it to like now Demon Slayer that
Yeah.
you ranked.
It's
an A.
special. It's just special in its own
So we
way.
can't move.
Wait,
Demon
where did you
Slayer
put
up
it?
to
Where'd you
A?
put it?
B.
Move down
I
to
didn't even
C.
think that works.
No, I'm joking.
Two A's in the F
And
plus.
F.
We'll put it at
Why would
B.
it? Why would it?
B,
else would
whatever.
it be?
B,
C
B,
plus.
B's
How?
okay. B's
That's
okay.
in the middle.
That's in the middle.
C is in the middle.
If I vote A, two people
Oh, that's
vote A.
true, that's true,
If,
that's
if it
true.
was even, then it would be C. But it's not even.
Alright.
There's two A's.
All right. I'll do some math later on just to double
Let's
check
move
on
on to
that.
the.
The next one.
Yeah, let's
This
see
one.
what's the
This
next
one. Everyone's watched except
It's an
you.
A.
I think.
It's an
No,
A.
well,
It's an A.
yeah.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
It's an A.
Oh, just recently finished
It's an A.
too.
It's
The
an
season
A.
just
It's an
recently.
A.
So the only one of the only reasons this can't be higher is because same thing with Demon Slayer. It's just one season.
season, yeah.
Otherwise, not even a question. It's an
It's
A.
100%. I would agree.
I'll tell you right
There's
now.
a question.
It's an. It's
There isn't
an.
a question.
There's a question.
There's not a question.
It's an A just for Gojo alone.
Gojo's a real
Yeah,
one.
like
That's it. That's it.
There's
That's it.
like you're saying there's no question, but there is a question.
No.
It's not.
Just for him alone.
I don't know if
it's an
there's
A.
a question. There's a point.
You just watch episode 2. You watch
it.
Gojo going to work.
When you see
Not
his
even a
first
question.
fight scene,
Not
you're
even a
like,
question.
you're like, what the?
That's special, but that doesn't constitute.
No, him alone just makes it an A. Like
It was a good show. Like
I
it
like-
was
yeah.
very like to the point.
But there
and it
has
was
some
like,
slow parts.
Just
Every show has
every
slow
anime has slow
parts,
parts.
though.
Yeah, I don't know. This guy's
You
whole
gotta
point
talk.
is there's
You
a
gotta
slow
build
part.
something,
man, you
right?
can't-
It's an A, but you guys are
If
acting
that's
like
the
it's
worst
for
thing you're
sure.
gonna say about the show is that there's a slow part, then
No,
it's
there's
an
some
A.
like
It's an A.
the,
At
the,
least.
the story. Like I don't know. Just
Did it make you want to watch more?
I do.
There wasn't
wasn't
any.
any
To be honest, once I got to the last episode, I finally understood.
Just so
like,
the
whole-
viewers know, his favorite part of Jujutsu Kaisen was when they went shopping at the mall. I don't think his opinion is
Yeah.
fully validated.
That's
with
the
the
best
show.
part.
But it tied everything. I finally understood the
It
show.
tied the whole story.
So,
to
so what do you
fighting
where you got it
curses
at? Since you got questions
Me?
about it.
No,
Yeah.
it's an A. But
It's an
I,
A?
like, not
Yeah, it's an
without
A.
question.
And
No
Ali, you
question.
said A,
Yeah,
no
it's an A.
question.
Without
Without
no
question,
question,
Gojo
no
makes it
question.
an A.
I
It will
think-
be. It will be an S once the movie comes out.
I agree with you guys, but it's slightly under Demon Slayer for me.
Okay.
I'm taking Demon Slayer over.
Okay.
I did enjoy it though, and we got
Demon Slayer
the
this season?
Huh?
Demon Slayer this season? It's
Goblin
better.
Slayer
Demon
is
Slayer this
football.
season?
yeah. I took Demon Slayer this season.
Okay.
Story wise, but we got the full episode, you know, on our channel. You just
Gojo
go back and
alone.
check that out.
That's great.
When I first saw Gojo, that first fight with Gojo was just crazy.
He might be one of the.
Like right in the beginning,
Yeah,
He might be one of the.
That's an S.
Or against
character.
Jogo, yeah.
That's an S
He's an S
for
character.
potential.
Gojo against Jogo.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first, like that was just crazy. He just,
Or his first full fight.
yeah,
scene.
the way,
Yeah, yeah.
the when he took off his thing, you're like, what? We're like, whoa,
Those
and
eyes
then
were
he hit
beautiful.
that,
Like that dude is
and then,
handsome.
and
That
then-
top man, those
yeah,
eyes.
and then you're like this, you're like, he's fighting, and then you're like, oh, they talk about this power dimension or whatever, right? Guy hits it, and then Gojo just laughs, and then hits his, and then just like, now you're comparing him. Now you're thinking about what if him versus Goku, what if him versus Sting now.
And you're
Yeah,
I
like,
never
he's
once
teaching a
thought-
lesson.
I didn't think
Don't
that.
do
but
that. Goku will wash him. Don't
I
worry.
definitely
think-
thought like him versus
Guy,
the god of curses or whatever, the king of curses,
King of
like
Curses?
Sukuna, right?
Sukuna,
Like
yeah.
he said to be the strongest person, and like
He said
automatically.
He said
yeah.
I could
Yeah.
beat him. You know,
and he laughs every single time he fights. Like,
top
I
level.
want to see him take it seriously.
When you know when girls like
I
love.
want to see him like actually like pissed off. And
This next anime is
So this next anime, I know a lot of people. Dang, because honestly,
I love it.
after some discussions, I know what I can. So the next anime is Hunter x Hunter, and I did get into like.
Hey.
I had a huge discussion with BD and BD and Shaq about like this anime. So
what do you say?
I think this anime
an S.
is a B.
Is a B.
Whoa,
Bro. Okay.
That's a different tune.
That is a
That
different.
is a different. But
That's a different tune.
I actually, when you guys
wow.
No,
Are you-
but-
so you're saying
think when I
that
first
Chimera
watched it,
Ant's arc is a B arc?
that was the worst arc. But honestly,
No, you gotta be
Yo,
kidding.
get out.
No,
Come here, and
Yo, this
I'm leaving.
Nah, this,
I'm
you're-
leaving.
He's
If
being
you-
sarcastic.
No,
He's
I'm
being-
dead ass.
He's facts. He's
If
spitting
you're-
facts.
If you're telling me that
100%.
Chimera,
You agree?
100%. I
I don't know.
after this video, we can
No,
talk.
I
no,
think-
I'm dead ass. That Chimera Ant arc was sick.
You know what?
That arc is garbage.
Let's
Is there a rating lower than
It's
S?
terrible. Yeah, top left.
Oh my god, yo!
I gave it a B after like they had some good points, and the Chimera Ant arc is the one that I specifically didn't like. The first arc was the best arc. The training arc, when they have to go, or the trial,
exam,
the exam, best arc, 100%.
Or the island.
The island?
Greed Island?
Greed Island?
That was
good.
trash.
That one was good.
I thought that was a little.
Greed Island was
I
better
thought it was
than Chimera
overhyped a
Ant?
little bit.
Yes.
Oh,
Let's go.
But so you got B. What do you got?
Hunter x Hunter is known for the Chimera
A?
Ant art.
It's an A.
A?
Like I want
bad,
I want to put it at this.
Wow,
I want to put it at
that's
this,
just
but like the
wild right
pacing
now.
is slow. I don't like the narrator too much, but like it's the
I like
perfect.
the narrator.
I hated
I
the
don't.
narrator.
Bro, I can't even.
Ali, same thing. Narrator,
Trash.
turn that shit off.
Turn that
thought-
shit off. But the power system, perfect. Characters, besides Hisoka, he's questionable. Lovable, right? Even Hisoka is
Hisoka.
Hisoka's sick. I like Hisoka.
Right?
He's a
And
little
he
like
said
he might be a
Hisoka's
pedophile.
lovable.
I don't know, but
Illumi is very fun.
I mean, like I call the police, but he's lovable. And then man, like the fight's not even the question. So
Here's the thing. I like the characters of the show, but they're added and then removed too quickly for no reason. Like, it's one thing if you add a character, you build them, whatever, and then they die. Okay, they had like an ending, but now it's just like these people are just disappearing like left, right, and center.
Phantom Troop.
And
Phantom Troop arc.
Facts.
the
Chronos.
Yeah.
Chimera
They
Ant
really-
arc was terrible. Like you said the
Man.
power system was good, but the King Ant was just like he
No, okay,
couldn't die.
okay. The thing is,
cancer.
they hold
Allegedly.
they hold mirror. We all know that, but like everyone else, I feel like they're done pretty well still.
Yeah.
So
But-
Miro's plot.
So what'd you give it? We got an A,
Honestly, I would say
a
it's
B,
like,
B, a B, A,
I would say it's a C.
C. That's generous.
It's an A.
Yeah, we
You
have
said
dislikes
A,
on
you
this.
said A?
I think so. But I wish that the creator like continue the anime and so continue with the books, right? Like it would have made it S tier because there's a couple fights that you know that it's gonna come that's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But he only did it in the books, and I would like to see it animated.
These guys don't want to discount that part though. They don't.
Yeah,
want to
but I just wish that he could animate those things.
So I'm gonna just say this is C minus D plus.
Oh my god!
I'll say C just for you.
Wow,
But yo, it was.
You're telling me Hunter x Hunter is lower than Avatar?
I hope you're ready.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh
I hope-
my
Yeah.
god!
Thing is, so it like
oh my
yo, it just put me.
This is why I put Avatar as C because that is why because I'm not biased. Like I'm not gonna put
I enjoyed it more.
There's no way Hunter x Hunter is worse than Avatar.
Yeah, it is.
There's
Yeah,
no
facts. It is.
100%
Okay, so
no
listen.
way.
Chimera Ant arc,
dislikes.
worst arc.
Oh my
Worst arc.
god!
They don't.
Over
Chronos.
Greed Island.
Greed Island was overhyped,
Greed
but it was like I
Island,
could still watch it. Like, it was just
Tournament
whatever.
arc.
You know what's terrible?
I didn't like the term.
The terrible was the ending. The ending where he finally meets him, and then they go to the world tree at the top. You guys all watch this?
Yeah, but
but
my
with
fault.
spoiler, we can't say.
but you
No,
gotta
that's spoilers. We're a review
but
channel.
you
Come on
gotta
now.
thing, man.
But so he goes to the top, and then he meets his dad. Very underwhelming. And then
Okay, that's true.
then you know what his dad says? Oh, there's different planets. There's different universes. I want to explore them all. Let's do this.
But
Like,
at that,
bro,
but you
what's
gotta
going
understand
on?
at that point, the creator was at a iffy if he was gonna continue with the animation
I-
or the thing,
That,
right?
Okay, that doesn't mean that the show.
I know, but,
passed for
like-
being garbage.
But for the fact that they had the Chimera Ant arc, but you have Avatar over that arc, it's just
Yeah,
crazy.
100%.
No,
It's
100%.
just
That
crazy
honestly,
right now.
Okay.
like no offense, I'm not even trying to be this. I hated that arc, and I think I was talking to Ridwan about it. Or did you watch it after me?
the what?
Yeah, you
you
guys
watch
just love
Hunter
when
x
the
Hunter?
protagonist is
I
freaking
watched all
plot
of them.
armor, destroys everybody.
It was just like
I
the
love
whole
when the king-
how did the ants get the powers?
love
How
when
did
the
they
king-
learn? Like
can you remember?
it was
You
just
can't
like
beat
it was
that
just
guy. I
lame. The
I
whole
like
thing was just lame.
I
And then
don't know, for me-
and then when Gon like he switches his whole character from
the
like
way you guys put
he was
it.
just like general main character type, and then he switches up quickly.
I can't accept.
Like, I'll kill this girl. I'll do this. Like
Killua is a better character than
I like-
Gon.
like,
It's not
I
even a
rock
question.
Killua
We can all
who's
agree
more.
that. Yeah.
so, I'm gonna go C. So we got
The issue with the Chimera
A,
arc
A.
too is that it makes you want to watch it because it is an interesting arc at first,
Yeah.
and
the
then
idea is so
the
interesting.
ending literally just destroys your.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Like-
look at this. Everybody that I forgot what the old guy is, the strongest.
Netro.
And then
Yeah, Netro.
everybody thought he was so strong, but I love the
he
fact
really got
that the king is that OP. Like you don't see villains like that.
Sick.
I didn't have an issue with that. What I had an issue was with while they were fighting, instead of like showing me a sick fight, the narrator would just slow it down and then this guy did this. He took off his arm. Like,
Godspeed.
bro. Like
When Killua first used Godspeed, and this man just interrupted that shit. I know exactly.
you know
what
when I
you're
said
talking
I turned it off, that was when they trained for a month. They got in, and then when they got in, it was like 6. I'm not even exaggerating. It was like 5-6 episodes of the narrator just talking stuff. I turned my laptop off. So what am I watching? Like, why am I doing this?
about. Okay, so we're just gonna put it at a C for now.
No, because we got 2 A's.
I can't accept
A
it
B
worse than
and 2
Avatar.
C's.
It cannot be worse than Avatar.
So
that's-
it's a B.
that's a B.
Yeah, that's a B.
It can't be worse than Avatar. Like, there's no way it's worse than Avatar.
There's
no way.
To the viewers,
Like,
watch Avatar first before.
no, the viewer, the real anime, like the anime heads that are gonna watch this.
So I
episode
know you.
know.
I know you want to dislike this video, but please,
Yeah, please
just consider.
give us another.
Let's get. We're gonna argue for this for a long time. So let's
This
go to the
one-
next one.
I think only 3 of us watched it. Dr. Stone.
I haven't seen it.
Me either. So
That's
I
a
love
banger.
Doctor
Yeah,
Stone.
that
I
is
love
a
it.
banger.
Doctor Stone makes you feel more intelligent. I mean, when you watch it, you're like, "Whoa, I didn't know you can do that."
Yeah, it's actually such a good show, and it's a nice change from like the constant just like fighting. Like it's another show like that. So I would say
B?
it's an A. I would say it's an
Hey,
A.
it's an A.
It's an A.
That's crazy.
It's an A.
I don't think
A.
it's been on long enough to be S.
Yes, but it actually teaches you like
Yeah,
you
it's
can
a good
actually
show.
do those stuff in real life.
Yeah, all the science
Yeah.
in it is actual like the actual science. So
That's crazy to me that you guys would.
That's an A. It's an A. Yeah.
A?
yeah, I definitely.
So A.
I think you should
B.
swap Hunter
B?
and Avatar, but it's alright. So I just can't.
We're gonna hear about this for a little
I
bit
can't
now.
Hunter's a B.
So this one, everyone knows this one. So this is Demon Slayer Mugen Train, but no spoilers because it technically hasn't come out in theaters certain places.
Yeah, I haven't seen this.
We
one
actually
yet.
all went to Japan to watch it. So.
I watched
Facts.
it on someone's camcorder.
I watched it when it leaked. Oh my god.
So wait, where do we put the last one, Dr. Stone?
A.
Like half A, half B.
Oh, so we got-
low A.
We got 2 A's and a B for that.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
and it's you guys all recommend it.
100%.
All had
I would
any effect.
I have it recommended all the time. Still, I
It's
just
kind of
haven't
like, you
gone
know
to
what
it.
it's like, the Magic School Bus, but like
An anime.
for adults. Yeah.
Yeah, and for adults, yeah, 100%.
It's a weird thing to
The
say.
cool thing is like you still get like the fighting aspect, but the main character uses like science
Yeah.
Yeah.
fight
To beat like
instead
the
of like just like physically fighting. Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. I don't know. I think it's a sick anime, but not like a
So
A
it's
a
or
B.
S.
For me-
not an A or S.
For me, the train is an S.
We got the Mugen Train.
It's the best movie.
Mugen
anime
Train
movie.
is the best anime movie
over.
released.
ever.
I haven't seen it yet, but over Broly.
He hasn't.
Broly.
He
Yeah.
hasn't watched the Broly movie.
Oh, okay, because Broly is crazy.
To me, that's
I
wild to
can't
think. 'Cause
imagine
I've seen
Broly
Broly. I've seen like 3 Broly movies, and like I granted it's been back in the day. It's like they're movies, like it's whatever. But the people that say like Broly, like when they talk about Broly, they do it just exactly like you. You're like amazing, like it was top.
I'm not
tier.
even
It's
talking. I'm not even
changing up.
like I'm not necessarily talking about like the story, but like I'm talking like the fights and even the story. Like this Broly is a completely
different.
Yeah, the canon one, right? The
Yeah.
one that's
I
canon.
haven't watched
Okay, yeah.
Broly, but
I gotta
know
watch
there's
it still.
So Aaron, is Broly better than Thing?
No, honestly,
No,
the Mugen, the train is just
Yeah.
Perfect.
just something else.
Okay.
Like
It is.
Broly,
It's good for fighting.
it's good. It's another. If it was another arc in the Super, it will be like top 3 for me too. Because it's a good like movie. But the train, it has everything you're looking for in an anime.
Fights,
Yeah,
emotion,
fight,
build their
emotion.
character, or character.
You don't know what's gonna happen. You're shocked. Like
Yeah,
you're like, what the?
I would agree.
You're like, oh, is it over?
I don't know
And
about
then
S, though.
boom. it just.
Wait, you're not putting Mugen Train in S?
So wait, you're not gonna ask me for my
I
opinion?
think it's us.
Oh yeah, you watched it. I just
Yeah.
assumed everyone was gonna say
Yeah, I'm
S.
giving it a B.
Cap.
I
Yeah,
would
I'm
say
like-
it's
It's
an A or high A.
I think it's us.
How
you
is
said
it
A?
an A?
Yeah.
Why?
Hey, and Aaron, you said what?
I think
S.
it's an S. I think
S?
it's an S.
So that means there's no such thing as an S tier anime movie.
No,
because-
there is.
because I said
movie?
this one.
Yeah.
I said this one. Demon Slayer would be an S
With
If
the
you
movie.
include-
if
movie,
you
yeah.
include the Mugen.
But this is
Train.
just the Mugen Train.
But the Mugen Train is an S
By
just by
itself, yeah.
itself. It's just such a good
I
good
feel
movie.
like you're thinking for no reason.
I was hooked for
No,
that
I
whole 2
definitely
hours.
see like the merits in it, but like I don't know, it's hard to just put like a if we're just considering the movie, yeah, I would say.
I'll be honest. I watched it with
That does
someone
make sense.
recorded from their camcorder, and
it was still.
it was the worst quality ever, and I was still hooked, and I was.
Did you end up rewatching it?
Yeah, I
Like,
rewatched it when
when
Shaq
you
sent the new link.
when you start the movie, you're like, oh my god, like
holy crap.
this movie's gonna be trash. When I first started, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be a trash movie.
I didn't think that because it picked up right off. Like you didn't know it was canon, right?
No,
I was
didn't.
told by Shaq
I knew it
that
was canon.
I didn't know it was canon, so I was
How
like,
did you
oh.
not know? The last episode, they're like, we're going to the
Because it was a while ago.
You know my guy over here.
It
don't
was a
pick
while
things up.
ago when I watched it.
That's
true,
true.
that's
Every
true.
anime
It's 2
movie
years.
now, it's gonna be canon, right? They're gonna.
Yeah.
Most of them,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're
No,
gonna-
but My Hero wasn't.
No,
really.
the My Hero.
My
both of
Hero
them
was
are.
canon.
They
Was
are.
it?
Yeah, both of them was
Weekly
canon.
canon.
Weak, yeah,
Like,
they're pretty weak.
I don't want, without ruining it. Like they kind of said like, oh, it's canon, but
No, the
Yeah,
second movie
this-
messed up.
The
though.
first one you can clearly
When you
tell
read
that
when
it's-
you
Yeah,
when
that-
you
that
read
gives
the
you this
manga,
ticket.
you know where the second movie goes.
oh,
But it's just the second
But the
movie.
first the first one they don't know.
Since you put it as an A, I put an S. Well, I guess we go
It's
S.
S.
S
Yeah.
minus.
That's a mess.
It was
Not really
fire
S
though. Like
minus.
it was,
It's an S plus.
bro.
It's
You
a
don't.
solid.
If
S.
we're being
Red,
honest,
you don't have to take it personal, brother.
I'm not.
It's a solid. It's a
There's
solid.
three-
S.
There's 3
I
S's
like it.
or 4 S's and 1 A.
All right, let's continue
It's-
to the next
yeah,
one.
watch
It's really good though. Like we would all
S,
recommend
S,
it for
yeah,
you
yeah,
guys.
Leave it.
Yeah.
All right, this one I haven't watched. This one I haven't
I
watched,
haven't watched
but
either.
Assassination Classroom.
Oh man, I remember watching that probably 2 years ago.
I see the
2
memes.
years.
Oh,
It's like a funny anime, but I
it's
don't,
a fun.
I
I
don't know if
give. For
I
me,
would say
yeah,
it's
it's a
like a
C.
C.
Yeah, it's a C. It's a C.
Yeah, I go
I
C
can't
plus.
even be bi. I can't even just.
It was.
it's
It was.
unanimous C.
It's not
It,
something like.
would be a B if I didn't watch so many animes, but
Yeah, it's not
it's a
something
C,
like
yeah.
the story's like overwhelmingly great.
it's a good story.
Characters are cool. They have different relationships.
It's a good pass the time anime.
Yeah,
It's
pass
a
the
good
time.
concept.
Would
What they
you
did.
would you recommend this for people?
If you don't have anything to watch, I would
Okay.
say yeah.
If you're like newer, maybe
Okay.
it's
Oh,
just
Yeah,
not
it's
bad.
easy to digest. It's like it's not super complicated.
If you
Yeah.
if you like Japan classroom stuff, like if you're
Yeah.
into that culture of like being in a classroom and like
To be honest, I love that
high
stuff.
school and all that stuff,
Yeah,
then
some high schools
right?
be bangers.
Yeah, like if you like Japan style high school,
Huh?
No, like some high school like anime be
So
bangers. No, don't
it's
don't
gotta
do
move
that,
it
bro.
different.
Don't do that.
All right, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Not S.
A.
It's an S.
Okay. Yeah.
No, it was really good.
It is super good. Yeah.
I gotta think about this one. It's like
I don't
What do you
necessarily.
got it for?
A.
I wouldn't necessarily. I don't know if like some people may be divided about like the ending, but I feel like for the most part, from like beginning to like mainly middle is not
Solid.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, super
and then
solid.
once it gets to like the middle,
yeah.
that's when it kind of like
Dies down a bit.
yeah. Once
And-
father's introduced,
And Bryn, you said you
Yeah.
didn't watch this?
I watched like 3 episodes.
Once
Do
he
you
fought
mind if we
the-
talk about
the thing, once they
Like,
fought like the
like, if there's a spoiler,
envy
yeah.
and
once you
spoiler,
start
okay.
fighting
Can I,
the
can I
homunculus, you're
name
like,
an episode
The
number?
yeah.
Yeah.
All
Once you
right.
figure out who the general was, you're like, what the fuck?
I'll go like B.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
I'll go like B or A, like B plus, A minus,
Pick one.
Yeah, I know.
Because he's been saying that to me.
B plus, B plus.
I'll give it an A.
It's
an A.
it's good. I think the 7th episode, like this was like one of the fastest that I was like, Demon Slayer actually might beat it, but episode 7, I was just like, bro, waterfalls. Like I was just sad. Like
the
I don't know if
story.
you- bro, that was sad. And
Yeah.
then later
I
on,
was gonna say, what?
later on when they got like to the people's powers and stuff, got sort of weird, but it was still a good story. So I'm gonna rock with B plus.
I would say
A. Yeah, A.
That's
You
it.
say A?
I say S.
S?
That's
So
it. It's an A.
we're looking at an A.
A. Yeah, it can't be lower than A. I
Yeah.
can't see it lower than A.
I feel like it's like the perfect length for someone to get in and out.
yeah.
And then also just like
I'm just
most of the characters are interesting enough that you want to see what happens
Yo,
to
can we
them.
just take Hunter off of the B? Like, just put us ground. There's no way I'm accepting Hunter being a B, man. There's no way I can look at that board
I'm sorry,
and see
bro.
Hunter x Hunter as a B. Like,
Full Metal Alchemist 2 is like they don't introduce too many characters.
Yeah, they
To
don't.
be like overwhelmed.
And if they kill someone, they kill someone. You feel it.
Facts.
yeah.
You feel it.
I'm pissed off that they killed one character.
Oh yeah.
I'm pissed.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
No,
that.
no,
Honest,
I was just
honestly,
pissed
Rin,
off
you
when
probably
they
won't even
killed
To
remember
this
that.
day, that
Yeah,
hurts.
like-
To this day, the way that happened,
Yeah,
it
like,
hurts. And you
you
know
guys
who
tear
we're
up?
talking
Yeah.
about.
You guys
Yes,
tear up?
you know who. You know who.
No, I
we're
was just
talking
pissed
about.
off. I was like, why? Why? Like,
All right, this next
You know,
one.
you know what they're talking about?
I feel like everyone's watched.
I don't even remember.
Everyone's watched this next one, but everyone's gonna obviously have like different opinions, their own opinions.
Okay.
But I just want to say my number before you guys. It's gonna be this is the Legend of Korra.
F.
F.
Yeah.
Give it the fuck out.
Can we get an S in the chat, boy? Yo,
Yeah, we got a couple Fs in the comments.
I think Legend of Korra is like I think it's an A.
I mean,
Yeah, this guy rocked with it heavy.
Yeah, I think it's an A.
No, I would say it's a C.
I want to say it's an S, but I remember the last like 2 seasons or one of the last 2 seasons was like, I was like, what are they doing? Like, I didn't understand. I watched the season, I was like, I don't get.
Everybody watched it?
she can get a D.
I'll tell you why it's an F.
It's an F.
Because she lost her goddamn powers. How the hell are you an avatar that lose your goddamn
Unacceptable.
powers?
That's what I.
Okay, you can take powers away, but you're the freaking avatar. You're the person that
She didn't even put up a fight, bro. She's like, oh shit.
She-
Yeah, but
like-
Aang lost his
his
connection to the
but
spirit world.
Aang,
But you got that shit
yeah.
back.
But he never lost his avatar
so
powers.
didn't she get her powers back?
I don't know how she got her powers.
She got her powers back.
She got her powers back when
And
Aang, I think Aang visited her.
That's another thing.
Right?
She lost it twice, bro. She lost it in the first season, and then she lost it even worse in the second season. She lost everyone in the second season, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
because Korra is like the physical avatar, avatar, whatever. She's good with the elements, and Aang was the spiritual guy, and they both lost their respective powers.
But they had the best villains in Korra.
No,
no, I don't know. I don't know if you can beat a better villain than Fire Lord or Ozai.
Though, yeah,
And
Like, he was
Azula.
just like the ultimate villain. Like, and there were so many villains in
Azula.
He
Legend
was
of
responsible for continuing on the 100-year war.
yeah, but like you didn't really see him.
Amon is not even
But
that good.
that was his whole allure, was like he was just like ruling from like not even the shadows, but like he was just
But you had-
untouchable.
Bro,
Amon
no,
was sick.
time out. So let's take this in. Korra got slapped up by a waterbender that didn't waterbend. She got slapped up by her uncle, okay, and then she got slapped up by a dude that just got airbending like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Get it out
That
of
dude
here.
was nice.
And he was flying too. Like he
Zahir,
learned how to
Yeah.
fly before Korra learned how to fly.
He only got his
Before
powers
Aang-
2 weeks.
Aang
2
didn't
weeks
know how to
ago.
fly.
Like,
Like-
yeah, it wasn't long. Like there was like the whole harmonic.
Because he was in-
convergence
he was
Yeah,
in
because
jail.
they added more like
Yeah.
So what do we put
airbenders.
in this?
I'm saying it's a C.
See, what do you got it?
It's either have to be D or F.
I did not resonate with it the same way I did. With
I'll
the
be
Avatar.
nice and I'll give her a D.
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 D, D,
Drop
C,
that.
what do you got?
Drop that down. If you're gonna disrespect Hunter x Hunter like that, then that's going down.
I got
the D,
I got
bro.
a C plus for that.
There's no way.
So it's a C?
No.
I think it's a C.
That's
I
a
would say
C
it's between
technically.
C and
Oh
D.
my god.
Because if
I
it's
thought you were gonna
if
put it up to
it's
B
A,
for a second.
2 C's in that thing, it should be like
This guy said it was a what, F?
F.
What'd you say?
I'm
You
being
said
polite. I'm being polite. I'll give
F.
it a
No, I said
D.
F. D or F. Like it's down there. Like
I don't know who's seen
doesn't
this
matter.
one.
It's just at the bottom.
I think most of us seen Yasuke, the black
New.
samurai.
That's new.
yeah, that's a
Just because he's black.
that's a quick D for me.
Yeah, that was like very underwhelming. Like honestly, it being like a black
Brand new.
like a anime revolved around a black guy, I was super hyped for it.
Me too.
And then it was just very
did
underwhelming
it
and
so
like
different.
and it's based on like obviously not a true story in terms of like the magic
You
and stuff, but
thought
it's
it was
based
gonna
on a
be
true
based-
story.
You thought it was gonna be based on a true story.
It is
Then
a
you
true
seen
story.
Then you seen a robot, and then you're like, oh,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
There's a
it was-
robot in like a samurai anime.
oh yeah.
Why do they
You
always
haven't
gotta do
watched
the
this?
black characters like this?
but there was
That's
a black
true, yeah, there was a
samurai
black samurai.
named
Yeah,
Yasuke.
it's a real story, but they put a robot in
That's
it.
as
Yeah,
far as
Ali,
the
Ali,
realness
don't even
gets.
watch
Yeah,
it.
pretty
man.
much.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
I would
terrible.
say it's a D. to be
They
honest.
had like
Bro,
magic
we need
powers
some
and mechs.
D's and
From the
F's
first
out there,
episode,
man.
they show a
We-
mech.
This
We're
is a
like,
D.
what am I watching?
And
Yeah,
it's
it's a
like the
D.
1600s.
You watch it?
1582.
No. But we need some D's in there. Like Korra's an like put Korra in F, bro. Come on, come on, man.
Korra's
Like
not an
we
F.
cannot have.
I would even go as far
I
as say
feel
that
like-
Yasuke was an F.
Yeah,
but-
I feel like
I feel like I wanted to say Yasuke was, but the idea was so good. Like
Nah,
the
bro.
idea was.
I think it
present.
should be an F because
I think-
the idea was so
yeah, I
good
agree.
and it got
Yeah,
butchered.
you know,
I agree.
Yeah, Netflix animes never
F.
hit.
Okay, so now
Oh,
you gotta-
there's
so
some
now
there's
put
some that
Korra
like
down
have a
at
weird
D.
like factor of me
Move
watching
Korra
it.
down to
Korra's
D.
not
Yeah,
a D.
it's weird. I don't know.
Korra resonated with me.
No, put Korra down to D,
Korra-
bro.
you know what I'll say about Korra? It was I feel like it was funnier than the last Airbender. Like the jokes were a little bit better.
I
I disagree.
Yeah,
Sokka just
Sokka's
like,
sick.
Yeah,
But I
Sokka.
think
How-
who's
how
that
would
like
you
the
explain what
fat
happened to
the
him?
fat guy
Bolin.
Bolin, yeah.
from
Bolin
Korra?
is cool.
Yeah, he was
Bolin is
sick.
cool.
Okay, he's fun.
This one, this is gonna be a unanimous decision.
Let's hear.
I know for sure
What
it's
is
gonna be
it?
unanimous. My Hero Academia,
Hey.
easy S.
Hey.
Yeah, that's definitely a C
Hey.
for me, bro.
It's an A.
Yeah, it's an A.
It's an A.
Deadass, it's Ace.
It's an A.
I wanna. The thing is, like, I wanna put it in S, but I feel like, how the fuck are grown ass villains getting knocked out by like teenagers?
Because they're these are like
I know. But, like,
Yeah, stupid.
no, but it makes sense though.
it's not even just that, but like I really, and this is gonna be like unpopular. I really can't stand Bakugo, bro. I don't like this man. I don't.
But that's his thing. Like that's supposed to be his thing. Like he's the yin to.
But I don't like
Deku's-
him.
Yeah,
I don't like him.
I
And,
like Bakugo.
and the fights are like underwhelming, honestly.
Someone in this group is exactly like Bakugo.
He doesn't know it yet though.
Yeah, he thinks he's someone else.
I'll tell.
How is it?
No, it's an S.
But how
It's an
is
S.
how?
So
is-
everybody watched the last season.
I haven't watched
No,
season.
no,
See,
no.
not season 5.
No, not the newest season.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Everybody's
Oh, yeah,
caught
yeah.
up in the last.
yeah.
Season
Like
4.
the
yeah.
animation is amazing and like the
Yeah.
art's beautiful, but
All-
like the
all
actual
my-
like fight itself, like I don't feel nothing, bro. When I'm watching like other shows, I'm like, it's got me
literally
weird.
tear up watching.
There's one fight. At the end, like there's two fights I really enjoy. It was when the first fight where they were in that dome and all the kids were training and All Might showed up. They were screaming All Might.
And that's
Fight
an,
Nobu.
yeah, I feel like, but that fight right there.
anything during that?
But
real quick. That's another problem. This show is like 60% All Might. Like All Might's like 60% of the reason I want to watch this show. And once this spoilers loses his powers, I'm like,
You're tuned
But-
out, eh?
yeah.
But you gotta. I love when
don't mind that
Endeavor,
at
like
all.
they at the end of the season 4 when Endeavor first.
That was a good moment.
That right
Fire.
there was a awesome fight because you're like, holy crap! Like
That
I
was-
didn't know that Endeavor was that strong.
And it shows the power gap between him
And
and
All
All
Might.
Might.
Oh my
And
god.
how he had to go through like, and he had to say plus ultra. Like when Endeavor had
lit.
to say plus ultra, you know that he putting in.
I just don't
everything.
know how you guys didn't come to the same conclusion.
No, it's
So-
an A
Oh,
because
it's an
it's.
S.
I don't like.
Oh, I think it's an S.
I just don't like the training. Like I don't like when.
Oh,
when
I love that.
I don't like when group like class A versus class B because those parts
He's not.
like I feel like bro, I feel like you guys they love each other too much. You know what I mean? They're holding back. Like I only like it when they're fighting the villains.
The thing is,
That's it.
I feel like that's where the show shines. Like watching them progress.
Yeah.
But like,
They just have sick events.
I really want to hear what
Because
Ben has to say on this.
yeah, I agree with training arcs are one of my like favorite things to watch because you can't just have them like be at the end. This is a show about heroes. Like he wants to be the top hero. You gotta show the progression of how he gets there.
And
Yeah.
it's literally a show about a school.
Yeah, it's
Like-
a school thing. So
My hero
No.
might not really have a training arc. Though.
No, but
No, it
because
does.
you're not
What's the training arc?
because season
There's
Season
a
3.
competition.
But that's a competition. That's
No,
not
no,
really-
but you guys haven't
you're
watched.
training
the-
within it.
Yeah.
technically
You enter it at a certain level, and when you exit the competition, you've
you
learned.
feel like. But I don't think it's a.
The forest.
I think the reason why the anime is so good is because like they're training, but every part of their training is like
a real life scenario.
like a scenario, like a battle. So like it doesn't really feel like certain training arcs are like, oh, I gotta practice this.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
really do like I gotta practice this. They just put them in a situation and say, I bet like.
But
But he's doing that in the situations. Like he has to learn how to like control how much power he's outputting.
yeah,
and there's certain situations where he'll recall his training and
Yeah.
then use it in thing and him saying like I wasn't able to do it like 100% successfully and I have to do it 100% successfully right now, otherwise I'm dead or my boys are dead.
I don't think. I guess it is a training, but I don't really.
It's
think
really
a training.
well done
It-
because it's spaced out. It's not like a whole arc or like a whole dedicated 5-10 episodes. It's spaced out within the
But it's like
seasons.
a fight. It's like
I don't know.
Like,
I like-
the competitions are like
they camouflage it.
I
Yeah,
like I like Endeavor as a character. I think
not enough to rate it.
I like once they show Endeavor's arc in the newest like season.
Yeah.
I think that's when I put it as because I think Endeavor for me Endeavor is the most interesting
Oh.
character. In
and
that.
Ali, you got it as a S.
So I got it as an A. This okay. So
I think
the thing
No,
is,
we got 3
yeah.
S's and an A. So.
it is an S. It is an S. But one thing I got it, and I made a video on my YouTube on this.
Check it out.
Shigaraki, ass. Shigaraki, the villain.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
fingers.
The guy with
Ass.
the
Get him out of
The
here.
head, the head of the
All for one,
legal
fire. But like Shigaraki, like nah, bro. bro.
What is his power? Decay or something?
Decay, bro. He doesn't hurt anyone. He doesn't. No one's scared of him. Like this man would spend a full day in the mall with Midoriya, bro, like picking out the food and everything, and no problems.
You know what? You know what my hero's really good with? It's like the emotions, like in a situation. It's like I think it's one of the best.
Very emotional.
In a tight situation, it shows you the intensity. It shows you like the sadness. It does really well with that,
But
especially
I feel
with the
like
music.
they made him like that because he didn't really have parents around him, right?
He had his mom.
But his mom died too, all for one.
No, I think like I'm saying like overall story. like,
Shigaraki's mom.
I thought you were talking about that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's spoiler.
And then
No, that was in season 4. He said it when All Might fought.
oh, like the grand.
Yeah, when All Might fought thing, and then he said,
Yeah.
"Oh, you know what happened? Like you know who Shigaraki is?"
Yeah.
And then he explained it, and then All Might's like, that's when All Might like turned into like that's when he got pissed off and. Like,
Shigaraki's one of my
You know what?
favorite characters.
I'm gonna give it an S. All Might's such a good character, man.
I would
cool.
say
Oh my
I would
God.
say
He is,
my
but-
hero is an A anime that has just broken through to the S point. Like so I would say it's a low S.
Yeah.
so you have like Attack on Titan higher.
yeah,
I
because
do.
of so many seasons
I do.
and how it progressed.
I think My Hero Academia was an S anime after like the first 3 episodes.
Whoa, that's
When he
pushing.
seems
a little biased.
That's super biased.
When he threw the baseball and
With
then
his
he had-
finger?
and he had to use his finger. Like yo, you guys didn't like tear like yo.
I know.
I didn't tear up at that
I think
I don't know if I teared
Endeavor.
up, but I was like, I when what's it called?
You feel like you can
Ingenium?
relate to him though.
Yeah, like there's a relationship. Except I didn't. No one gifted me with superpowers, but I understood where he was coming from. And then
Powers are genetics.
when Ingenium, no, when Ingenium, when they're fighting the guys, and then Ingenium, they're like, yo, Ingenium, we need you to make like a room for you to escape, and then like tell the rest like, yo, what's going on, and then Ingenium just like dips. I thought that was mad sick. Like I was just like, yo, let's.
Jeez. Your favorite character ran away. That was sick.
But you just it's just nature. You just oh my god.
What was your
I think
fight?
so.
What was your favorite fight scene so far? Not excluding season 5. Just
Stain. The
4
Stain
and
fight.
at the bottom. Stain.
The Stain fight was the
Stain
most.
was
Stain?
dirty. Stain was dirty.
I think
my
Endeavor finally showing. Like
That was the
finally showing
I
that he
think
can
that
be
was
the
the
number
best
1
fight.
hero.
Yeah.
I feel like that right there. Just
I feel like that was a better emotional moment than All Might versus All for One.
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, it was.
Because when
Yeah.
when Endeavor first appeared, he appeared in the streets, right?
we didn't-
And he just started walking, and some lady's like, "Oh, Endeavor's here." Endeavor's just like, "Fuck, like
I
I'm
think-
here to save you guys." And he doesn't really care, you know.
Yeah,
He's just doing his job, right, as a second hero. But then you see how one part that hits me the most was when Hawks was explained to Endeavor how like when he was explaining to the audience how
Why he's looking up to him?
Endeavor was like. I was the only one that seen you trying to like. No one was trying to catch up to All Might, but
Yeah.
Endeavor, and you can see like Endeavor
He
was.
put in the work.
He threw his whole fucking family away just to try to catch up.
And
to
he's like, you gotta
All Might.
like now you were second, but
You
second
gotta-
going to first is such a big gap that you
Yeah.
have to fill those shoes properly.
That's crazy.
And he's like, I don't even care about doing it. I want you to do it because you're the best fit. And a lot of animes like might not have done it like they did it. I never in that last fight I'm like, please don't kill him. Please don't kill him. That's the
No
whole
booze.
thing.
Yeah.
And then when he like at the end he stands up, yo, I was jumping on my seat. I was
And he had the
I was
hand up.
hyped. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
yo, let's go.
Niggas don't know how.
The one thing that I wish they did was Todoroki was watching that, and we already know his relationship with his father. So I was hoping like him, even though him hating his dad, I thought he was gonna like snap and say, "I'm going to wherever he's at right now." Like I thought he was just
That
gonna do
would've
it.
been dope, yeah.
That would have been sick.
But you saw him feeling it too. He's like, oh shit, man.
Yeah, because he's like he was conflicted. He's like, I don't know if I.
He doesn't want him to die.
And
Yeah,
his two
facts.
other
He doesn't want him
and
to
his
die.
2 other kids too, right? When they were
Facts.
in the taxi and they were worried about their father. Like that's how you know, like Endeavor. Like at the moment, you can see like the tide shifting from being a douchebag father to like
Being a
yeah,
hero.
being a now my dad is the number 1
Whether
hero.
you like it or not, it does emotions well.
Facts. And you knew like that what you're saying, Aaron, is like it was the intent was there.
Yeah.
Like yes, went about it the wrong way. He smoked his kid a little bit here and there, but
He
it
just
was
wanted to be. He just wanted to be
But
number
but
1.
his end goal was like pure. Like it was really good.
He wanted to catch up. And he wanted to be the best hero.
So
Alright.
the last one, I watched about 200.
The goat.
The GOAT. Facts. Facts.
I watched 218 episodes of this.
What's above S?
It came
Viewers,
out.
Please tell me. What is above S?
We don't have One Piece on this list, people.
That's what I said. I literally, when this first came out, when Rid was making that list, I literally said this. I said the viewers are gonna ask for where's One Piece. Like, I didn't watch One Piece myself, but I know One Piece is an S tier anime, but it's just so many episodes that I can't.
Anything S that I haven't seen.
Yeah, but you like the way people explain it. Like they're like, okay, in the beginning, because I watched probably 200 episodes of it. It's alright, but then how I'm hearing like the other parts of it,
it's fire. Yeah,
I can understand where it's going.
I hear a lot of people tell me that.
Yeah, it won't be it cannot be a shit anime if it has over 1,000 working out, and all these fanboys
There's only 1,000
over
episodes because people are willing to watch it.
And they always say like, "What do you like about Naruto?" And then I'll explain them, and then they'll be like, "Yo, you get the same thing from One Piece. You gotta watch this.
You really do.
It's just the initial like, bro. I watched 70 episodes. My brother kept like pushing the benchmark. He's like, get to 150. I said, I don't know about all that.
Then that's only 70.
The problem with One Piece is like, if you don't like filler, you're not gonna necessarily like One Piece, because One Piece is like canon filler, right? Like the episodes are so stretched out that it's like you can't skip shit.
Exactly, there's stuff going on.
But it is an S rank.
All right, so where we got this at?
What's the next one, man?
So 2 came out in like I think 2003.
2001.
2001, yeah.
Came out in 2001.
One of the first big anime.
A character everyone knows, you know.
That's why Bleach is not here.
The anime is called Naruto, and I genuinely think, and I'm not even being funny, like I genuinely think, based off of what I've watched, so I got all of Naruto and then 20 episodes of Shippuden.
Dub or sub?
Dub.
Believe it.
It's a C ranked anime.
This guy ranked it lower than Legend of Korra.
It can't be facts. You haven't watched it.
I watched 200.
You haven't finished it.
I can't even accept that, bro.
Huh?
You watched 1%.
And I never said it's C. I don't give it a rating. I haven't finished it.
Oh, okay, whatever. I'll take my rating out because I haven't watched the other 300
Terrible ass
episodes.
Are you gonna watch it?
I watched
There's 480 left.
Okay,
you watched 20 episodes of Shippuden, right?
Yeah.
There's 500 episodes.
Are you gonna watch it?
Oh, okay, 480 episodes.
Disclaimer. When we were Rid wanted to say he doesn't want to watch it, so I said I get to good cool parts. I'm like, Rid, can I talk about this? I talk about it. He's like, you know what? That sounds interesting. But me explaining the situation versus you watching it, super different. Like you have to be in the moment watching it.
But you struggle.
And I know you don't like fillers or long animes at all. So I don't think you're ever gonna touch it. But this
I don't know how you don't like the beginning of Shippuden.
Yeah, he did like it. He actually told me he liked it.
And then they have the fight with
You don't like the Sand Village?
What's the pink girl's name?
Sakura.
Sakura starts fighting like the guy with the tail and stuff like that, and then it was like, I was watching it and I was like 2 episodes in, and I was like, yo, she's still fighting him, and I was like,
are you gonna watch Shippuden? Or can we talk about it?
No, I'm planning to watch it, but you could talk about it. Like it's not that
just to the war. Please and thank you.
Yeah, it's definitely an S rank. Like it's not even a question.
I thought this guy was gonna hit me with a
no. I'm not.
So what episode is it? Like, oh my god, this is the best.
I tell you right now, like you gotta understand.
We don't even have to talk about
not now.
We don't even have to talk about part 2. If we're talking just part 1, the tuning exams.
Facts.
The exams
overrated.
They're fire.
It's good, but it's
when Orochimaru made his appearance, it was overrated.
You didn't think that was
when they fight the third Hokage and they summon the first and the second Hokage?
Nasty.
Rock Lee
Top left
versus Gaara.
I like Rock Lee.
Bro,
Rock Lee versus
there's just so many points.
Kimimaro.
Yeah.
That too. But
that's nasty.
That's drunken fist. Yeah, that's nasty.
I'll tell you right now, you don't have to like I don't like
come on,
like there's other characters that I like more than Naruto himself.
Naruto's not that likable of a character.
The crazy thing is when I explain it to other people, I always say like Naruto, like the original Naruto is slow. You have to watch it like to build, like have a good foundation to watch Shippuden. But now we're talking about like Naruto, it's 100% an S rating. Like,
100%.
Even if we're just doing Naruto,
just part 1 alone is S rank.
Part is you guys put Naruto in an S rank, and it does the same things that animes that you say are worse.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Yes,
it does.
It has way more boring episodes that lead to nothing. But you guys would watch.
No, it leads to something. When you get to the parts that I'm at, like Bro, I'm not even done.
So if I looked at those parts and I looked at the episodes from Naruto, and I'd be like, oh, how do these episodes relate to?
Yeah, if you point out fillers for any anime, I can hit you
how
with
many
that.
fillers? How many of those episodes are fillers?
I said that about Cowboy Bebop. There's only
You just like you can search up a filler list. Like there's people will tell you what episodes to not watch.
100 of the 220 episodes are fillers.
No, it wasn't 50%.
You could find
like
a Kai, like
35.
a Naruto Kai, where it's just like the show by itself with no filler.
Do that?
What?
Why'd I have to do that?
So that's
But
what
you guys watch those episodes and then say,
No, we didn't watch those episodes.
These guys did.
I watched it.
I watched every single episode.
Okay.
It still
But when
builds
other
my
animes
relationship.
have like 20 bad episodes, they're like, no, this is terrible.
but what is it? 20 out of Cowboy Bebop, 20 out of 26.
No,
that were like they were basically filler. They were filler.
I think he's talking about Hunter x Hunter. They had literally full arcs of dog shit.
But Naruto didn't have. Naruto had like.
When there's 8 arcs and 4 of them are bad, like come on.
Which ones are bad? You can't even name. You can only name the Chimera Ant arc that you didn't like.
If
Greed
you
Island.
give me a second, I can go through and find the ones that I didn't like.
Greed Island was like a little bit of a letdown.
No, Greed Island was not good.
No, it was a
like Greed
letdown.
Island.
Greed Island was
the way
not
when they
good.
before they go to
creative.
Greed Island, they hype like Greed Island like only sick people can go there.
Yeah.
And like they were trying so hard to get it because they needed the money to get in.
And they had some bitch ass niggas.
Bro, it was just whack. It was just,
But yet is whoever had money could get into Greed Island.
And
yeah,
now
and
if
then they were
we-
trying to get in as much as they could. So then they ended up finding a person
guy,
who would
the
sponsor
sponsor.
them because
They
only
were
if they're
elite.
strong. Yeah.
But the mind games in Greed Island, it was similar to what's it called?
The mind games
Code
don't.
Geass.
No, you're.
There's some intelligent stuff that happened. in
Can you
Greed
explain where you're smoking? Because that's not even close.
They had stuff like where you had certain cards, you had to play your cards right, and then finesse people.
It was
See?
whack.
S. Oh, him?
No.
Yeah, he said C.
Okay.
Tripping, huh?
Probably saw
Okay,
haiku.
even
got
if
S?
Probably saw
What
haiku.
did you say?
It's an S.
S.
Bro, even
Facts.
the
Put that up there.
even the
That's
power,
crazy.
Put that up there.
even
A
the
high
power,
S
like
at the top.
There's one fight in the war arc of Naruto that I really love.
But like even
was it.
for like most good shows have like good fights, good powers for like characters. Like characters have like really good powers. Naruto might arguably have the most characters with good powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's lots of characters where like you'll have like 5 characters and like the main character probably has like a super dope power and then like 3 characters have kind of like weird powers that like you would never even
But
think
everyone
of.
is like,
But everyone in
is
Naruto has like a
competent,
cool, like you see them and you're like that's actually
Yeah.
such a dope power to
really
have.
the only person that sucks really is Sakura.
Yeah, Sakura.
Everyone else is like actually like everyone has like a good Sharingan, bro. You're telling me you didn't watch Naruto and you're like, I want those.
Everybody wanted them.
No, not really.
The
Because
content.
I watched it when I as an adult. So.
You don't want the Shadow Kung Jutsu, bro? I know you do.
He wanted the
Bro,
haiku.
the Sharingan, the Sharingan.
These parts, like, so there's emotional parts where I'll literally be like, just water come down my eyes, and then they'll flash back to that, like maybe 50 episodes later, they'll flash back, and I'm like, damn, man,
Yeah.
they're playing the music, they're doing the whole thing.
Anytime you see this man on the swing.
Like for example, you watched One Piece and you said 150 is too much to get to be interesting.
No,
right?
I'm gonna do it eventually.
I
It
know,
wasn't-
but
no.
you felt that like
At that moment, yes, I get where you're coming from. I'm just saying once you're there, like that's just it's like working out. Like I don't want to do it.
Where's the
I'm not
sports
trying to run these
animes
stairs.
on here?
But when you get there, it's
sports animes,
fire.
no, none of us has.
Where's haiku?
I'm not gonna
haven't
lie
watched
though.
it.
Like it is a lot to watch, and I know what you're saying. Like he said, 150 is too much to watch. Like I shouldn't have to watch that much to be interested in it. But what I always tell people when I recommend to watch Naruto is like, just go into it with the mindset that you're just watching it, so you can say you watched it. Like just go in and be like, I'm just watching it, so when anime is brought up in conversation, I can say, yeah, I watched Naruto. And by the time you're done, you'll
like it.
Yeah, you'll be like, that was dope. I'm
And
so
Rid,
happy I watched
you know
it.
that 70 episodes thing you're saying? It was also like my brother kept pushing the boundaries. Like he said 7, get to 150. I know if I got to 150, he'd push the limit again. Hector told me 3 something is when shit starts rolling.
In One Piece, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, like I don't know if I have that time at the moment to do that. Like, let me just go back to what I'm watching, bro. There's not a villain, but like an anti-hero, bro. I the whole time I was like, this guy's probably strong. I don't care about him. They show the man's flashback. Play the music. Water. Come on.
We talking Naruto right now?
Naruto, yeah.
Talking Sabusa?
I don't want to say it because this guy hasn't watched it, but I'll tell you.
No,
It's from
that was
Shippuden then.
Oh, Shippuden.
Oh,
That was
okay.
from Naruto.
but it's really good. Like S tier, like honestly, I enjoy like I'm
No,
looking
I
forward
can
to
see
watching.
why you like if you start
can see
Naruto
why
now, I
Naruto
can
is
see
C.
why you don't really enjoy it because of all the other animes that are out right now.
You just
But
don't-
Sure.
And you do like watching
it's
shorter
okay.
animes.
It's okay. Like
I do. Yeah, I do.
Like I can, like if
I
you did.
literally won't watch an anime if it's like.
We don't even know if like going forward they're gonna be enemies like that anymore. Like
Yeah.
there might be more Demon Slayer, My Hero types than there is.
I think My Hero's
like,
gonna be
Or
the
Attack on
closest.
Titan, like that's what, like 4 seasons.
4 seasons and it's only 75 episodes.
Yeah, so
But they're
at the
cutting out the
moment.
fillers though. That's the thing.
that is
Yeah.
the good part too.
Sometimes the filler like makes me
need-
more attached to the character.
But even still, even if you cut out all the fillers from Naruto, it's still not 75 episodes.
Yeah, it's like-
still hundreds of episodes.
Yeah.
That's probably maybe like 150 for Naruto. And
Yeah.
then like out of the
sounds
500s,
150
probably
fillers or 150 total episodes.
I think total
150 total
episodes.
episodes.
And I think for
I don't know if it's
I think from Shippuden it's
Yeah,
probably
'cause
like
it's not 50%. It's 220.
because I don't know.
I thought you were talking.
Because I remember the arc. I remember how most.
no,
I remember every single.
But let's rein it in.
I feel like Korra has to go to D.
We're missing one more. It's
One
just a quick one. Bleach.
Bro, thank
quick.
you.
Just,
I really
just
wanted-
quickly throw out the
I was,
letter.
I was
I haven't
hoping
watched.
that.
I haven't even like watched.
Well, Bleach, where I am right now,
I'd say where I am, it's a B.
it's a B. Yeah, it's a B.
I'll say B.
Bro, I'm going like
I'm
just
going
cause
bad.
just cause where I when I watched it, it was like a Naruto esque like, and it is considered like a top 3.
Yeah, it's a big 3.
I'm gonna say like high A. Like I 100% agree. If you say there's too much fillers, facts. There's too much fillers.
Like me personally, like beginning to Soul Society, S rank.
Fire.
Not
yo.
even a question. And then once you get to Aizen, right, like that brings it down to an A. And then like Fullbringer and then onward is
Yeah, they drop the ball a lot on this one. There is 45% of filler. So if you want to like go down, just in my opinion, I'm going A. I really liked it.
The Black Butler made the list over Bleach.
The Black Butler.
What's that last one? Black
that's
Samurai.
Black Clover.
Yes.
Black
Yasuke.
Oh, Yasuke.
Black Butler.
I never even heard. Yo, Black Butler is one of the top enemies that people talk about.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
that.
a lot of people
I've
talk
seen
about.
that on our record.
Wait, okay. another quick one to throw out. 7 Deadly Sins.
Oh,
He's watched
that's an
it.
A. That's an A.
The first few seasons, right?
With that animation
remember
though,
what happened.
that animation style, I can't get
No,
behind
the
that.
first few seasons are fire, and like
And
the
the
first 2
movie? You
seasons
watched
in the
the
movie,
movie?
yeah.
But
the
like
movie's fire.
it's just like I haven't watched. I watched like maybe an episode or a teaser or a trailer or something. Just the animation style is like cartoonish, like kiddish. Like that's the reason why I didn't watch it.
Like the art's like it is like a
Cartoon.
more like a PG type of vibe, but like the actual like animation and like
It's
the
not PG.
and the fight, yeah, it's not PG,
What
right?
about-
And like it's so sleek, right? Like there's a lot of like lightning being used and everything in a lot of fights, and it's just so nice. And then Escanor is just
Escanor is just dope.
Escanor is just dope. So I'm gonna put that in A
He's
still.
definitely an S character.
He's an S rank character,
Yeah, 100%.
but then like seasons 3 and onwards, they don't exist.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
The first 2 are actually like super good.
The first 2 is like really good. The first movie, really good, and then you just stop watching. Stop.
So what about One Punch Man? We're gonna.
That's a B, I would say.
I haven't watched it.
That's a lovable B though.
Yeah.
That's
I'd give it a C plus.
One Punch Man is pretty good.
You guys watch? Yeah.
Well,
I
what
would
about the
not-
Curl? I don't know how Black Clover doesn't make the list here.
Black
Black
Clover is
Because Black Clover is like the when they talk about like the next, because you have the big 3 of
Black Clover is the most overrated anime.
No.
Even more than Naruto.
Because-
the only reason they make it today is just because we didn't have 3 people watching. I know everyone hasn't finished it, site, and I think you two watch it.
Yeah.
That's the
I'm
only
caught up. I'm ready. You haven't the first 2 arcs, but then after you get past that, it's like
I love Black
Yeah,
Clover.
it's
That was
like-
such
So
a good show.
we'll end it off on just the Black Clover. Where would you rate? Like, where would your rating be?
really, it will be it's an A.
A, and
It's
you
an A
recommend it
anime.
for sure?
Yeah, it's an A.
I would recommend it. Yeah, I would say.
An A.
But there's no way Legend of Korra is a C. It has to go down to a D.
I told you D.
Yeah.
We're
And there's no way
we're
Hunter.
gonna stay arguing here.
Hunter is an A.
I,
No. So we're gonna wrap up the episode, and that's basically it. And you'll see the tier list.
you'll
up
see
and-
it on
yeah.
there, and just thanks for Ellie, Aaron, and Shaq for
I
coming.
want
out.
everybody in the
This is
comments
good
to
talks.
tell us where Hunter x Hunter goes.
Facts.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Might be lower.
Easy.
Peace.
can't believe
How much time was it
I
at?
can't believe
Very well prepared, man.
I
Let the
can't-
laptop die.
Yeah,
Hey.
yo, where was the charger? And someone